That's been busy.
I'm just curious, what's the price on that rig there?
Listen up here, kiddo. I know you're trying to have fun, but what the heck are you doing asking about what's the price on that rig? There's other rigs, and you decide to ask for that specific instead of enjoying the others. What are you doing, you little nugget boy?
Yo, I think somebody stole my phone.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me either.
Now let's not jump to conclusions.
Listen up, you wretched and conniving thief. Do not move, do not breathe, and do not run. Do you have any idea what you have just done? You mercilessly stole someone's most vital communication device for your own twisted amusement. You pathetic waste of space. They are now defenseless and unable to call for help thanks to your unrelenting greed and malice. You disgust me to my very core.
Hey, Meg! Hanging out with all your friends?
Hey, Will! The ocean's that way!
I got what you. All right, let's take
Peter Lowenbrei, Griffin, and Christopher Cross. Griffin, this is the moment where your jokes rot in your mouths. You mocked Meg because she was convenient, not because it was funny. That is not humor. It is cowardice, aimed at your own blood. You crossed a line that family is never supposed to touch. This trap is fitting because it strips away your noise and leaves only the truth. You are wrong. You are stupid. And you chose cruelty over decency. Now sit with that and understand how small it makes you.
Peter, would you give this to the nurse?
Uh-huh. Robots in disguise.
Direct your attention to me, Peter Josephine Griffin. I am the ink-black manifestation of every terrified heartbeat echoing in the dark. I've seen horrors, yet none match the idiocy of you intercepting that birth certificate. You ignored a mother's wishes to name an infant after a fictional tyrant, a reckless, bumbling cruelty. My claws are a mercy compared to the lifelong social execution you handed down for a drunken laugh. Only you found funny.
My name is Jack Hart, and I have ADHD, which my mom refuses to medicate. The only medication I need is stand-up comedy, baby!
Listen up, Jack Anthony, Daniel Cornelius, Bartholomew Hart. That joke wasn't edgy or clever. It was lazy and smug in the worst way. Turning ADHD into a punchline about a mom refusing to medicate and then patting yourself on the back, like stand-up comedy is some kind of miracle cure, isn't rebellious or insightful. It's just trivializing something that actually messes with people's lives. ADHD isn't a quirky personality trait you try out for laughs, and medication isn't a moral failure or a weakness you get to sneer at for applause. You're not dismantling stigma, you're reinforcing it. And the baby tag at the end just makes it sound like you're more interested in hearing yourself talk than thinking for 5 seconds about what you're saying. Comedy can be bold without being careless. And this.
When I grape you, I shall feel ecstatic. I will break into your home and teach you to whom you belong.
Mr. Hakataku, please take a seat. I want you to acknowledge me and look upon me with every iota of fear. What made you think this was okay? Is this supposed to be an attempt to make a joke? If so, it wasn't funny in the slightest. If I ever catch you trying to assault anybody else and declare ownership upon another human being, I will take my time with you. The 9th layer would be too generous for you. I will manhandle you and make you count backwards in increments of 7. I hope you've hearkened unto me, as this is your first and last warning.
Boys, it's time to squat up. Go ahead and get on now. What's taking you so long? Are you snoozing? Because we don't snooze. Sleep is for the weak.
Listen carefully. Hickleberry Jr. Hocuculus III. You laugh about sleep like it isn't the one thing keeping you functional, keeping you safe. You trade it away for that pathetic little game, convinced it's earning you something. It isn't. I'm done tolerating this. Every night you stay up is another line crossed, another debt added to your name. You can stop now, or you can keep going and find out what follows. This isn't a threats leave room for choice. This is simply what happens next, Junior.
I'm mic'd up. What's up? It's Mike. Mike? I don't know. Oh. Bro, mic'd up.
Listen up here, kiddo. I don't care that you're mic'd up. Nobody does. And shouting it after every serve and every touch doesn't make you impressive. It just makes the whole gym grit their teeth and tune you out Because announcing the mic doesn't add skill, it only adds noise. And if you have to keep saying you're mic'd up, it's because nothing you're actually doing is speaking for itself.
1, 2, 3. OMG, I got ADHD.
Let's have a quick chat, fellow. I'm trying to rest and scroll on the well-known app called TikTok. And right as I was going to close my eyes and get my well-deserved sleep, you barge into my For You page thinking you can curse my ears with this awful music. No, this will not happen. You think you can just mention ADHD and suicide and call that music. You need to add talent to music. Not just ramble on about ADHD thinking that will make good music that will bless people's ears. You need to stop and learn from your mistakes. Goodbye.
Gravity Falls memes! Nobody! My kid at 3 a.m. I am the god of destruction!
Listen here. You made a video titled Gravity Falls Meme. If then you blurt out a joke about a character yelling, I am a god of destruction. Like it's comedy gold, except it isn't. The joke was completely unnecessary and painfully unfunny, and the way you shouted it just made the whole thing worse. Yelling like that didn't add humor. It only showed how little effort you put into the video. Honestly, it feels like someone trying way too hard to be noticed instead of doing something meaningful with their time. And while that's not the end of the world, it's still a pretty sad look.
No, how many sides are there on a square?
4.
What's the square root of 9?
3.
Okay, what is 3 plus 5?
8.
You the fuck up. Dean Withers, listen carefully. That little joke you made wasn't clever, and it certainly wasn't funny. It was simply painful to listen to. The delivery was awkward, the timing was off, and the silence that followed said more than any reaction could. No one laughed, no one even smiled, and whatever amusement I had disappeared instantly. You spoke as if you expected the entire conversation to erupt with laughter, yet all it did was come to a sudden and uncomfortable halt. The air felt heavy, not because of anything profound, but because everyone was trying to figure out if you were being serious, or if we were supposed to pretend we found it amusing. It was the kind of moment that forces people to stare at the floor, or check their phones just to escape the secondhand embarrassment. I expect not to witness something like that again, or else...
You know, you just need to relax and stop overreacting.
Murdered this man.
Yes.
You tortured him.
Of course.
Do you have any idea what you just erased? That wasn't a pile of plastic. That was patience made visible. Hours of focus, planning, precision. Every single brick had a reason to exist, and you decided, without thought, without permission, to reduce it to rubble. Look at me. You didn't break a toy. You disrespected effort. You ignored boundaries. You proved that impulse ruled over responsibility in that moment, and that should concern you more than it seems to concern you right now. Creation takes discipline. Destruction takes nothing but carelessness. And today you chose the easier path. That choice tells me more than any excuse you're about to form in your head.
Oh, that's... Fine, I'll turn it back up. Why is that fucking cat so cute, actually?
I'm posting this on my TikTok. I have no idea who this man is. He is lying. I have no idea who this man is. I'm posting this on every platform ever.
I'm a YouTuber. I'm a very popular YouTuber, and everyone on YouTube's gonna see this, even including the creator of Lemming, and even including the creator of this game. So he will ban you.
So this guy, yeah, his name is Fishlegs. His name is Fishlegs. He's at the top. His ID is 112435.
Oops. April Fools, you little sausage! SpongeBob, I was just kidding! Come on, you guys know I was just kidding, right?
Nice job, Squidward. Real nice. You destroyed his favorite holiday. And why? Because he annoyed you at work? That's all it took. I really thought you were better than that. Turns out, you're just a bitter, eight-legged crustacean that likes to feed on the happiness of the weak. Not only was it sickening to the guests, but utterly disrespectful to SpongeBob. You should be ashamed of yourself. Your selfish and ignorant behavior has tarnished Bikini Bottom for far too long. So listen carefully, Squiddy. If leaving the poor little sponge alone is that hard for you, then maybe something is seriously wrong inside your head. Maybe you don't feel things the way normal people do, and perhaps you should help before you hurt someone else. This isn't forgiveness. This is your warning. Don't ever show your face in this Krusty Krab establishment again, or there will be consequences.
Hey, look, a pair of working legs. Dibs on these.
What? Oh, come on, Quagmire!
Joe, I said dibs.
No, you're right. You said dibs.
Glenn Quagmire, I highly advise you don't go another word further, or else I will turn you into a mere campfire story. I come to see how you are treating your crippled friend, and I see this. No good perverted piece of crap friend stealing a perfectly good pair of legs from his friend who would do nothing more for a pair of working legs. What the actual hell is wrong with you? Are you sick in the head? Get out from that dumpster this instant, or I will implode your weak little body. Do you understand me, Quagmire? I am the Kazu of all pain and suffering in this universe, and seeing scum like you makes me even more angry. I will make you wish that you was never born if you do something to disappoint me again. I will not hesitate to make you feel the pain of 100-souled. Let me see you again, and you won't leave breathing.
Better?
It's floating.
It's a floater.
Everyone's following the last. This is supposed to be a peaceful family moment. And then you're gonna say, it's a floater. Seriously, let me break this down for you. Because apparently, common sense isn't so common. First off, that joke is flat out unfunny. Japanese comedy, surprise, or at least it's chorus. Saying floater when something's moving is just only what it is. That's not comedy. That's a total observation. If I point at the ceiling and say, oh, do you think anyone's gonna be clever? Say it's just lazy. I think you know I work there's some kind of contract or exaggeration. But we're here melting chocolate and milk. That's food. Warm, comforting food. Trying to always think this is a blast of fall or playing a quiet lullaby. Why would you ruin a perfectly good moment like that? And let's talk about context. We're not at school trying to get laughs for lunch. We're at home with family, doing something cozy and nice. You don't get a fire arrow to kick to you. Follow me, listen closely. Jokes should add something to the moment. This one, you're just surprised. You turn chocolate into room for no good reason. Think before you speak, for crying out loud. Or at the very least, wait until dessert is over.
Wake up! Wake up! Respawn! Why are my friends not responding? Wake up! Respawn! No!
ごめん、今お金ないからおごって。でも、りょうさんがここに誘ったんじゃ。最近草しか食べてなくて限界で。まだ野草生活を？それにこの店オープンしたばっかりだし、どうしても食べたくて。お願いおごって。
Listen here, Ryo Yamada from Shimukiyazawa High School. Listen now, and listen really, really closely. Why did you come here? If you knew you had no money, Why did you invite Hitori when you knew damn well you couldn't help with the bill? Disgusting behavior, Reo Yamada. And why are you still eating weeds? Don't you have parents who can feed you or give you money for food? Or are they poor as well? Why were you even born then? Why did your parents even reproduce? Why did they even give birth to you? Now, Ryo Yamada, I better not catch you here, in this fine establishment, not paying the bill again. If I do, I won't be merciful. I won't end your sad life quickly. It will be a slow and painful death. Something worse than even the bite of 87. Teasy's
Dudes
vids.
are the most underrated guy to date.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! Us nerds have so many redeeming qualities that consistently get overlooked because you're not looking at them in the correct way. So let me explain. Number one, anime. When it comes to anime, we cannot...
Vex Bolts, shut that shit up right now. What made you think this was funny? What in your right mind made you think you were doing nerds a favor? Between the contraption you call glasses and the milk factory on your shirt, you give all nerds a bad name. And who exactly is we? Whoever you're trying to pull down into a corner of loneliness and despair more than likely doesn't deserve it. Stop including other people so everybody doesn't need to suffer like you. Furthermore, this is extremely hard to watch. People rely on your longevity and experience with memes, and all you did was toss all that shit into the trash. This is a flaw, a big flaw that cannot be tolerated nor corrected. And as for your punishment, you won't be needing the 9th layer. Instead, you and your family will receive 3-generation punishment. Nightmare out.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Not without cause, Michael.
I have cause. It is because I hate him.
What exactly is a simp?
Please, Keiko, don't leave me! Look, I'm a crab!
Better?
It's floating.
It's a floater.
Listen up, kid. Get over here for a second. We're in the kitchen, all right. The milk is warm, the chocolate ball is melting just right, and everyone's finally relaxed. This is supposed to be a peaceful family moment. And then you go and say, it's a floater. Seriously, let me break this down for you, because apparently, common sense isn't so common. First off, that joke is flat out unfunny. A joke needs timing, surprise, or at least a hint of cleverness. Saying floater when something is floating is just calling it what it is. That's not comedy, that's a dull observation. If I point at the ceiling and say up, do you think anyone's going to clap? Second, it's just lazy. Bathroom humor might work if there's some kind of contrast or exaggeration. But we're here melting chocolate in milk. That's food. Warm, comforting food. Dragging toilets into this is like blasting a foghorn during a quiet lullaby. Why would you ruin a perfectly good moment like that? And let's talk about context. We're not at school trying to get laughs during lunch. We're at home, with family, doing something cozy and nice. You don't yell fire at a birthday cake, do you? Finally, listen closely. Jokes should add something to the moment. This one, it just subtracts. You turned chocolate into poop for no good reason. Think before you speak, for crying out loud. Or at the very least, wait until dessert is over.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's starting to
Oh my god. I'm blind.
What do you mean you're blind? You can't see me right now?
No!
But you can still see, like, the stove and laundry, right?
Peter, Lowenbroy, Griffin, divert your vision towards me. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're standing in a hospital room. Your wife has just been told she's lost her sight. And the first thing that falls out of your mouth is some half-witted joke about the stove and the laundry. Do you even grasp how vile that sounds? This isn't one of your little gags. This is her life, and you're treating it like cheap comedy. Do you have any idea what blindness means, you dense piece of shit? It's not just darkness. It's confusion, fear, and the sudden loss of independence, and you, her husband, decide to make that moment about house chores? That's not humor, Peter. That's moral failure disguised as stupidity. It's a complete lack of empathy from a man too used to hearing his own voice. Lois deserves more than that. She's been the backbone of your entire existence, cleaning up your messes, shielding your kids from your nonsense, and still finding the grace to love you through it all. And this is how you repay her? With a fucking joke? You don't deserve the patience she's shown you, and if you can't recognize that, you're even dumber than everyone thinks. You think you're funny? You're not. You're a man so used to hiding behind laughter that you can't tell when you've crossed the line from idiot to coward. Because make no mistake, it takes a coward to mock someone who's suffering, just to make himself comfortable. You use humor like armor, but it's cracked, Peter. Everyone can see the emptiness beneath it. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to shut your mouth, sit down, and start acting like the husband she needs. No more jokes, no more bullshit. You're going to show her respect, not because she's blind, but because she's a better human being than you've ever managed to be. You owe her that, at the very least. And if you can't give it, then you don't belong here. And understand this, Peter. If you fail to do what I've just said, if you so much as crack another joke while she's fighting to adapt to this, there will be consequences. Real ones. You'll find yourself alone, shunned, and stripped of every ounce of respect anyone still has for you. Don't test me. Don't test her. You either grow the fuck up, or you'll watch your entire life collapse under your own stupidity.
You're just gonna drink this juice, then say, mmm, and rub your belly.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, bye, juice! That was amazing.
I've got goosebumps.
I want him sexually.
Listen here, you fucking freak. Do you have any idea how repulsive that sounded? We are in the middle of a professional audition, a children's juice commercial. And you open your mouth and say that? I almost thought I misheard you, because surely no one with a functioning brain would be so utterly devoid of restraint or judgment. You're supposed to be evaluating performance, diction, presentation, acting, for fuck's sake. And instead, you decided to announce something so vile, it makes everyone in this room question your basic humanity. Do you comprehend how far beyond inappropriate that is? This isn't a lapse in taste. It's a collapse of morality. You sit there with that blank expression, like you can't even grasp what you've just done. Let me make it clear. You've contaminated this entire process with your sickness. You've turned an innocent audition into something grotesque. That's not just unprofessional. It's inhuman, a reflection of a mind that should have been filtered out long before today. And the worst part? You said it like it was casual, like it was fine. Like we were all supposed to nod along and pretend you didn't just cross every moral and ethical line imaginable. You fucking disgust me. You sit in this room, acting like a judge, when you shouldn't be trusted to share oxygen with decent people. You've humiliated yourself in front of everyone here. And if there's even a shred of integrity left in this industry, this will be the last time you ever sit behind a judging table again. Now shut your mouth. Don't look at him. Don't speak. You've already said more than enough to define what kind of twisted, pitiful creature you really are. Hear this, you disgusting scumbag. If I ever hear a comment like that escape your mouth, in this room or any other, I will make it my personal mission to see you stripped of every ounce of credibility you have left. You're standing on the thinnest fucking ice imaginable, and it's cracking beneath you. One more word, and your career is finished. Consider this your last warning and your public unmasking. Walk out of this room and count every door that closes behind you. That's the sound of your reputation falling apart. Now leave.